You've got your home studio recording gear and you're ready to set it up. In this video, I'll show you how to connect all your gear so that you can start recording. Hi, I'm Trevor Dimoff. I transform musicians into songwriters at epicsongwriting.com. Watch the video all the way through and then click the link in the description for a written summary and a wiring diagram to help you set up your recording studio. If you're still looking for gear, check this video. It'll help you out. I'm going to talk you through the audio signal chain. Every step between the sound source, your vocals or your guitar, and your computer. That way you'll know how to set up your studio and you can find and fix problems if you ever have them. The first step in the audio chain is your sound source, your vocals or your instrument, your guitar, piano, whatever instrument you're playing. You need a good quality sound. If you've got poor vocals, if you have a cheap, out-of-tune instrument, it's not going to sound good and there's nothing that you can do about that. So start with good quality sounds. The sounds move around in the environment, your recording space. That's step 2 in the chain. So as I'm singing, the sounds move throughout the room. The problem with a home studio is most rooms are not designed to record well. There's usually a flutter effect or echoes coming off of every hard surface. In order to cut down on that, we use something called acoustic treatment. There's different kinds of it. You don't have to worry about it right now, but that's what I've got behind me, those sound panels that absorb echo. There's also something called a vocal booth like this that you can get. It will cut down a reflective sound. It makes it much easier to get a good, clean signal. Another thing that's helpful is a pop shield. The pop shield cuts down on explosive sounds, plosives in your voice. Those sounds can, if you're close enough to the capsule, overload it because of the sound waves. So it cuts the airstream, so it makes it a little harder for the sound to overload the capsule. You can also get these little windsocks. They'll usually come with the microphone and you can put that on there. I found this is okay, but the pop shield works. I found the windsock is okay, but the pop shield works much better for me. With your home environment, also remember, don't get barky dogs right outside your door. Step number 3, the microphone. Sound waves hit the microphone capsule and there's a membrane in there that vibrates with the sound waves. That gets turned into an electrical charge. The microphone's a transducer. It transforms sound energy into electrical energy. Now, every microphone's a little bit different. There's different characteristics. Some will emphasize certain frequencies. That's why one microphone might sound better for you than another. Why the great microphone for you doesn't work as well on another person's voice or on an instrument. There are different characteristics to each microphone and depends on your taste. Some things will work better than others. The next step in the audio signal chain is the XLR cable, going from the microphone to the audio interface. I mention this now as a separate step because I forgot one time and wound up wasting half an hour looking for a problem that was cable related. The next step is the audio interface. The microphone signal goes through the XLR cable to the interface where processors convert the electrical signal that's analog into digital information that your computer can understand. Make sure that your signal level is good going in there so that it's going from the microphone, it's high enough that it makes sense to the computer. Otherwise you wind up with something very quiet and you can't really get a good recording out of it. You also have to double check that it's not too hot. So there's onboard dials that you can adjust the trim so that you don't overload your signal. From your audio interface, you need a USB, Thunderbolt, or Lightning connector to your computer. At your computer, it routes to your DAW. So the electrical signal goes from the microphone through the wire to your audio interface, where it's converted into digital signals through a USB wire to your computer and then into your DAW. The DAW is the software at the heart of your home studio. That's where you can take anything that you record and process it independently. So each instrument or each voice gets its own track and then mix them together at the end. This all goes to the master bus, and that master bus sends a signal back out through your computer, through your USB, Lightning, or Thunderbolt to your audio interface. And there it's reprocessed again. At this point, it's turned from digital back to audio and then goes to either your headphones or your studio monitors so you can hear what you've done. That's your whole audio signal chain. So to recap, it starts with your sound source, your vocal or instrument, travels through your environment to your microphone. Step number 3, your microphone converts that to an electrical signal that runs down the XLR cable to your audio interface. Your audio interface converts it to a digital signal that is then sent through a USB to your computer and into your DAW. Then you process and mix the sounds in your DAW and it's sent back out through the USB to your audio interface and converted back into sound for your speakers or headphones. And that's the audio signal chain in a home studio. Understanding it will help you set up your gear, make sure you have a decent signal, and it'll help you find and fix problems if you ever have them. Thanks for watching all the way through. I'm Trevor Dimoff. I transform musicians into songwriters at epicsongwriting.com. Click the description link for a written summary and a flowchart to help you set everything up. And don't forget to subscribe so you catch the next videos. Until then, go write something.